Have you ever wondered how this can turn into this? Well, today I'm going to explain it to you. This is the first video in a series about how to read music for the piano. In music, the notes correspond with letters of the alphabet. In order, starting from C, they are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again. As you can see, there are 7 unique notes, so the order of notes repeats itself every 8th note. As you go from one note to the next note, the frequency of the note increases so it sounds higher pitched, and as you go from one note to the note before it, the frequency decreases so it sounds lower pitched. This is what notes look like on sheet music. The top bar, called the staff, represents what the right hand plays, while the bottom staff represents what the left hand plays. The notes have different locations on the staff depending on whether they are played in the treble clef or in the bass clef. The treble clef is this symbol, and the bass clef is this symbol. Notice that the notes shift one step from on the lines of the staff to in between the lines. Knowing which note is where on sheet music requires memorization and practice. In addition to the normal notes, every note also has a flat and sharp variation. Sharp notes are denoted by this symbol, while flatted notes are denoted by this symbol. These symbols appear directly to the left of the note that is to be sharped or flatted. Sharped and flatted notes can be thought of as a half step, as opposed to the usual one step for going from one note to the next. Sharp notes are a half step up, while flat notes are a half step down. Remember, the order of the notes is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So, C sharp would have a frequency about halfway between C and D, and G flat would have a frequency about halfway between G and F. Also note that C sharp is the same as D flat, D sharp is the same as E flat, and so on. This is the full piano keyboard with 88 keys, both black and white. Notice that the black keys alternate between sets of 2 and 3, with the exception of the very first black key. Also, white keys are between every black key, while each set of black keys is followed by 2 white keys, then another set of black keys. White keys represent normal notes that are not sharped or flatted. On a piano keyboard, C is located in these locations. Notice that all the C's are located right before each set of 2 black keys. This C is known as middle C, since it is located near the middle of the piano and is easy to find. It is usually in front of the piano's brand logo in front of the keyboard. D is located in these locations. Notice that D is always in between each set of 2 black keys. E is located in these locations. Notice that E is always directly after each set of 2 black keys. F is located in these locations. Notice that F is always directly before each set of 3 black keys. G is located in these locations. Notice that G is always in between the first and second black keys in each set of 3 black keys. A is located in these locations. Notice that A is always in between the second and third black keys in each set of 3 black keys. Finally, B is located in these locations. Notice that B is always directly after each set of 3 black keys. Remember, the notes on this end sound higher, while the notes on this end sound lower. While the white keys represent normal notes, the black keys represent the sharp and flat notes. Remember, sharp notes are a half step up, and flat notes are a half step down. So, for example, C sharp, which is the same as D flat, would be here in between C and D. B flat, which is the same as A sharp, would be here in between A and B. It is also worth noting that B sharp, which does not have a black key directly after it, is the same as C natural, meaning not sharped or flatted. C flat is the same as B natural, E sharp is the same as F natural, and F flat is the same as E natural. Finally, we have to talk about octaves. An octave is the distance between 2 of the same notes. So, C is separated from the next C up by 1 octave. This concludes the first video in my series on how to read music for the piano. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot.